Today, we spoke to local students about their opinion on abortion in America, specifically regarding the ongoing Dobbs case. Could you tell me a little bit about why you're here today?
Well, I'm here because abortion is a fundamental human right. Everyone should have access to their own reproductive lives.
As a woman, I have to fight for the rights of my body and the rights that choose.
The pursuit of happiness can't really exist without freedom of choice, and that includes my body and what I want to do with it.
Access to safe abortion is extremely important because so many women died because they didn't have access to safe abortion.
What does your sign mean?
If you don't want to have an abortion, simply don't get one. If you don't want a pickup truck, don't buy one. If you don't want a house, don't buy one. That's things that we decide every day. Yes, they're not as important as having a child, but it's a choice. And we get to choose because we have free will. So if we get to choose what we want to do, why is the government even talking to us?
So your balloon says bans off of our bodies. People who are anti-abortion say that when you're having an abortion, you're killing a child, which is not your body. What's your response to that argument?
I think that's poorly worded because you use the word kill and it's not killing. It's simply you're aborting a fetus.
So what are you terminating?
You're terminating a fetus.
And what is a fetus?
A fetus, it's an organism. So it's not a...
Organisms are living.
Yeah, it is living.
So you are killing something.
We can talk all day about whether or not, a fetus is a human person, but even allowing that, there's no circumstance other than, the anti-abortion argument in which we allow, other people to use and harvest our organs, like our bodies, to sustain themselves against our consent. If you're sustaining another life in your body, even allowing that right, like it's another person, there's no other circumstance in which I would be expected to sustain another person against my will, right? And the reason I brought up organs, right, is using my uterus, using all the organs that are sustaining that life. It's my decision whether or not to allow that.
So I am under the impression that my child is not an independent life form before it is born, right? Pro-choice people are not anti-life. That's not what it is. We are pro-life, just in a different way. We are pro-life for women.
We all have the right to have control over our reproductive lives, to decide if and when we want to have children, how many children we want to have, and when we want to have them.
So you do admit that when a child is in the womb, it's a child?
Yeah, I knew that's the angle you were going with. This interview is done. Bye.
Can you tell me a little bit about what it's like to be pro-choice, pro-abortion on a college campus today?
So on my college campus, it happens to be more of a majority opinion. I go to a very liberal college, so there's a lot of things that pro-life people are saying in this protest where you couldn't really say that in an educational setting and get away with it.
Why are you protesting at the Supreme Court today?
Because I believe that every human life has value and abortion takes innocent human life.
I'm here to liberate women and the unborn from the unjust abortion industry. I'm here to fight for the legal ending of abortion.
The right to life comes from God. It doesn't come from the government. All life is worthy of having that right, whether it be born or unborn.
I'm here with POW, the Progressive Anti-Abortion Uprising. We're fighting for the right to life for, right now, babies in the womb. We are progressives. We think capitalism is a flawed society that would rather prioritize money over people, and abortion is just one tool in the way that this society would rather crush people under its wheels than actually provide health care and good support for parents.
I want to stand up for the people who can't stand up for themselves.
What would you say to someone who is pro-abortion when they suggest that abortion's a woman's right?
When you're talking about abortion, you're talking about a separate body. You're talking about a separate life with DNA created by God uniquely to be a human. And life doesn't start at birth, life starts at conception. And so when you're talking about whether it's a woman's right or not, it's not a woman's right to take another human's life.
The baby is alive, and so there's right for the life of the child.
I say that just like with gun control, vaccines, your rights end when they infringe on someone else's right to live or right to safety.
Primary response is that we need to remember the rights of the unborn as well. While we need to support women who are in difficult situations, we're not here to say that there's not suffering and that those women aren't going through very real struggles, but we are here to say that we also need to remember the second person that's involved in that situation. So I tell many people I would do anything to help a woman in an unplanned pregnancy except allow her to take the life of her unborn child.
It's two human beings, it's separate. The science is all there. It's two bodies. When they say my body, my choice, yeah, your body, your choice, but it's two bodies, so it doesn't make sense.
Can you tell me what it's like to be in college right now and to be pro-life?
It's been pretty difficult for me as I'm not in a very conservative area. But overall, I'd say it's a liberating experience either way because I get to spread the message.
Could you tell me a little bit about what it's like to be a progressive and yet to be pro-life?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I kind of joked it's like being hated by both the mommy liberals and the daddy GOP. We're just the awkward child that nobody wants, but we're here anyway, and we're gonna make you notice us.
And can you tell me a little bit about what it's like to be pro-life in university right now?
Sure. So I think Liberty University is a really special place because we do support life and we are able to share our opinions freely there. There are several people that I run into there who don't agree with me, who do have, who are pro-choice, and at Liberty, it's a really great place to be able to just like talk about that. I would say at other universities, there's no openness to talking about other opinions. It's kind of just like one opinion's overpowering and like you have to agree with this or nothing else.
Hi, I'm Ophelia Jacobson with Campus Reform. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, I can guarantee you're going to like our other videos on our YouTube channel. So make sure to subscribe here so you never miss out on our content. And if you're interested in helping us expose more liberal bias on college campuses across the nation, you can donate here.